What's up, everyone? It's Chicks in the Office with Rhea and Fran giving you that Friday energy on a Wednesday. Noah, did I blow you away with my loudness there?
No, I was all set.
This guy.
This fucking guy.
This guy.
Maron. How we doing today, guys? It's Wednesday.
Good. I could be better. I'm not gonna lie. I'm afraid. I'm afraid to even say it. You know.
Yeah.
But I'm afraid I'm coming down with a little something.
Right.
At quite literally the worst possible time. But could also just be really, really bad allergies. I could just be so congested that I'm getting that post-nasal drip. It's causing that sore throat, the whole thing.
The whole nine.
But not good. And I don't sound like myself in my head. You know when you're congested and you talk and you're like, oh, I don't even sound like myself.
You do sound congested.
Yeah.
And I will say this, selfishly, I don't want both of us to be down bad, you know, because like if you're sick, you need the people around you to rally around you and be like, Francesca, we got this. Yep. You're good. This is going to be a great weekend. Bachelorette. Woohoo! Yep. If I become ill, and then it passes that, like, you know, Gia and I are near you right now.
Yes.
If we then become ill, we don't need that. We don't need that. So I'm trying to get away from you until tomorrow night. In the nicest way possible. I'm trying to get out of the same room as you, which I can't seem to do ever.
No, it is unavoidable. I mean, hell, just rewind like 2 weeks ago when you thought you had the stomach flu and you were like, I'm coming in. I was like, God damn it.
I know. And then you got, And then
I had some issues.
Yeah, we never talked about that because I was like, oh shit, I think I'm coming down with something in my stomach. I got the runs.
Yeah.
And you were
you had thrown up as well.
Yes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I had the stomach virus. Yeah. And you were like, don't come in. And I was like, I have to come in. We have to do our job. Like, I have to record. And then the next day,
my greatest fear was lived out.
The next day,
by the amount of time I spent on the toilet the next night.
Yes. And I do apologize.
And we got past it.
And we got past it, and we will get past this. If I'm just kidding around, if you get me sick, I will fucking bury it deep down until Monday.
I just really, I'm hoping.
Hoping you get better for yourself.
Thank you. This is peak allergy season as well. So
yeah, listen.
It's just allergies.
It's just allergies. Listen, once we hit that Florida sun,
I know.
You're not going to be feeling any of this shit. It cures everything. The sun
That's how I feel
all.
too. And that I'm always in that, like, that could also be a placebo thing, but I will take it where it's like, oh, well, the heat will just burn it away. You know?
No,
you
it
know
does.
When people would say that, I'd be like, oh, you're feeling a little sick? Just go. Like, when you're in the warmth, it'll just burn right out of you.
It absolutely does. 2 Christmases ago, I had COVID and I was in Florida. Yeah. And it went away faster, to my knowledge, because I had been trying to roast it away in the sun.
Yep.
Like I was burning away the COVID.
Yep.
So Fran, I think it's just allergies, and maybe you're excited, maybe you're just doing a lot, and once we get there, it's all gonna flurry away. You're not even gonna think about it.
Yeah.
So I understand your answer, and you could be better, but you will be better come tomorrow.
Did you know that you can get tickets to Nicki Minaj right now for only $158? That's right, thanks to Game Time, the official ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. You shouldn't have to worry when you buy tickets to your next big event. Game Time is the fast and easy way to buy tickets to all of the sports, music, comedy, and theater events near you. They have flash deals for sudden discounts, zone deals for when you're feeling flexible, and their lowest price guarantee, which means that if you can find the same seats for less anywhere else, Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference. Game Time is the best place for last-minute seats with up to 60% off your favorite events. So what are you waiting for? It's time to jump on those tickets. There's also so many sporting events going on right now. Playoffs. If you're looking for last-minute tickets to playoffs, make sure you head to Game Time for the best deals. So take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CHICKS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Download the Game Time app today. Last-minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed. I'm excited.
As
My
you should be.
outfits came.
Thank goodness. They look fantastic.
Well, just one.
Well,
I had the other one.
We were having a hard time because they both looked fantastic. And it was like, when you sent me the pictures of both of them, usually when your friend sends you pictures of an outfit, it's just opinion based, but usually there's one that you like more, right?
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, they're both, but I like this one a little bit more. You sent me both those pictures and I said, I was flipping back and forth. I said, I cannot decide which one I like more. I was like, these are both equally great and I can't decide which one I like more.
Yeah, I'm leaning in one side. We'll see. I'm gonna bring them both, but
have to have
nothing
options.
like a sister's honesty too. Gia was like, "Oh, this one."
Which one did she say?
The set.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we had become.
We were leaning that way anyway.
We were leaning, but I think they both equally look fantastic.
Yeah, thank you.
So that was.
Sometimes you ever feel like we're like talking about things that are just like inside our own, like these are texts between us,
Right.
I'm like, does anybody really need to
No, and
does anybody really care about this?
No, I agree. I totally agree. But here is the battle I have in my head because I think it's split. I think there are people who would love to hear about this, and I think there are people who fucking hate it and go fast forward. I want to get to the pop culture stuff. And the good news is this is our show, and we can talk about whatever we want.
True.
I will say this: I have seen girls in my DMs sometimes say, "I love putting you guys on in the background and feeling like I'm on a FaceTime or a phone call with my friends because it gives people comfort."
Yeah, that's fair.
And I can totally relate to that, putting on something in the background. And, that's why sometimes I love reality TV is like, I feel like I'm sitting in the room with them, but I'm not.
Right.
So
they're half listening to us.
Right. And I'll take a half listen as long as you're pressing play.
Over a no listen.
Yeah, exactly. So listen, you may hate this type of conversation or you might feel comforted.
Yeah.
And
it's more just sometimes when I can't share the full details because I'm like, ooh, my outfit. Wait and see.
Well, they'll see.
It's what I'm saying.
It's a podcast, so it's not visual.
Yeah,
So it's hard to show exactly what you're talking about. But yes,
all
very exciting.
It is, and I got nails for the first time in a while.
They look great.
I feel like a new woman.
You are a woman with those nails.
They're a little long, but I was like, fuck it, going to Miami, bachelorette. Let's have these be claws.
Yeah, you need the long nails. They look gorgeous.
Because I just really got used to having no nails again. Like when I first cut them, I was relearning how to do things.
How to live.
Like I was sending text messages. The amount of times I had to rewrite text messages because my fingers were just pressing the wrong buttons.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm back. And it's just coming back.
It's like riding a bike.
Yep. It is just coming back. So I'm thrilled. I was pumped.
They look fabulous.
Thank you.
Mine look juvenile.
That's just, he texted me, my nails look childish. I thought you were going to say you got like blue nails. I was like, oh my God, did you panic and just pick like some aqua blue color that you're just like really going to hate? They're pink.
No, the reason they look juvenile, in my opinion, is, there's just a whole thing behind it. They're in a medium length right now. And
not short, not long.
They're not short. They're not long. I'm liking the length of them. It's just more like I think I just had such a bad experience at the nail place yesterday that I wanted to hate them so badly after. Like it was such a bad experience that I wanted to be like, I fucking hate my nails. So I started calling them childish and you're
just grasping
all the
at
things.
Any negative.
And then I woke up this morning and I said, oh, I like them.
Yeah.
So they're
what do
fine.
you think
they're just messy.
No, they're not.
And she wounded me.
That's the worst.
She wounded me with the tools because she was in a big fat rush because she was taking her time with the girl before me, and I had to wait I had an appointment at 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
I had an appointment at 5 o'clock. I waited until 6:45 to start my nails. I went to a nail place down the block. I said, oh, excuse me, I gotta go make a phone call. I went to the nail place down the block and was like, do you guys have any time? And they were like, no. So then I went back to the other nail place.
Excuse me, I have to make a phone call.
I was like, excuse me, I'll be back. I gotta make a phone call. Like super important. And there was no phone call to be made. Checked in, they didn't have an appointment, came back. So then by the time she got to me, she wanted to start rushing because they close at 7, but they told me stick around, we'll get you done.
Right.
And she fucking nicked me. And she wounded me with her tools. And I said, and you know what?
Usually, you hit her with an ow?
Usually I did. Usually I play nice. I said, ow! Like that. Like very dramatically. I went, ow! I said, you don't need to rush.
Did you say that?
Yes.
Like in that way?
Yes. Because I was so caught up.
Noah's like, damn, that's rude.
Look at it. It's the smallest little thing.
No.
But it's like Vince Vaughn in Couples Retreat when
No,
he gets the shark bite. I was bit.
It's like Step Brothers where he's
No,
like,
because there's probably like the 5 times out of, or like that's like the 1 time out of like the 20 times maybe you've gotten like a little bleed or whatever when you're getting your nails done. Because the majority of the time you're like, oh, it's okay.
I'm like, oh, it's fine. Oh, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And giggle. I said, ow, you bitch. She was flustered after because then the woman who
isn't it awkward then, like the rest of the time?
I have very sensitive cuticles, so I pull away. I'm just like, oh, that's too much.
at that point, there nothing could be done. I had already made the noise and I already said you don't need to rush. So I then had to sit there for the next 2 hours getting my nails done. But I don't know if it was like the owner or the front desk woman. She came over and she said to her, she waited a very long time. Take your time after she nicked me.
Right.
And I said, damn right, but also speed it up a
Can I
little bit.
speak to a manager?
Yeah, I know. Listen.
Karen.
Oh my goodness.
Listen, call me whatever.
What do you think it is in everyone's brain that is like a subliminal going on bachelorette trip that everyone gets pink? Like, just like, I was shocked, and I think it's a thing. Like, when we all went last weekend for Madeline's, I looked around, everybody had pink nails. Like, everybody went and got their nails done, they got pink. When I went to get my spray tan before I left, and I was, Free Willy, naked as could be in the room with the girl.
Oh, Free Willy, that was a sight in my head.
I was looking at my toes, and I was like, oh, I'm going out, because she was wiping my toes, and I was like, I'm going on a bachelorette trip. She was like, wow, I've had so many girls coming in who are going on bachelorette trips. They all have pink nails.
Maybe just because it's usually to a warm location, and pink is just like warm sun.
Yeah, and I think it's just like a neutral.
It's a neutral color because you don't want to go white,
right?
And you don't want to go to
and
a
you don't want to be
color.
like crazy, like you're not doing some crazy neon.
Imagine I showed up and was like, got my nails done for your bachelorette, and I had like neon orange with like cheetah print on the ring fingers. Hey, Fran, ready for your bachelorette?
That would have been amazing. But I think that's just like, I think everyone, it's like an unspoken rule that everyone like before bachelorette is like, oh, I'll just get pink.
I like that unspoken rule. It feels fair. You just reminded me I didn't get my toes done.
Mine aren't looking too hot either, but granted, I did go, a week and a half ago, so it's not like terrible.
Fuck. No, mine's been some time.
Too many appointments.
Shit. No, whatever. Dogs will be barking. What are you going to do about it? It is what it is at this point. We're too late in the game. I don't have time now to go get my toes done.
I think toes are less important than hands
totally less important.
In this
no pun intended.
Scenario.
You said totally.
Oh.
Come on, that was funny.
I just, let me tell you, whoosh. That one went
How
right
did
over
you
my
not hear that?
That one went right over my head.
Whatever.
That one didn't register for me at all.
No, me either. That one sucked.
Totally. After you're talking about toes.
These shoes
No,
rule.
I get it now.
These shoes suck. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
These shoes rule.
Yep.
These shoes suck.
Yeah.
I loved that when I was younger.
What happened to that guy?
But I recently rewatched some of those videos, like cigarette muffin. Why were they so funny? And like talking about them, they're still funny now.
Yeah.
But they're not funny. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
you
yeah,
watch it,
yeah.
I'm like, why did we think this
Yeah,
was
I mean,
like
it was just-
the world's greatest invention?
It was just that time.
These shoes rule. These shoes suck.
Yeah.
And these shoes rule. And these shoes suck.
Shoes.
Let's get some shoes.
Yeah, I don't really know why. It's like,
Should we recreate shoes? Music video at your bachelorette. Oh man, I have so many ideas, but I'll keep some to myself.
no, it would be great. I would love to recreate some things.
Yeah, I'm really excited for just like one big sleepover. I'm such a sleepover person. I love sleepovers. I love staying up and sleepovers.
You guys sharing rooms?
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
every person shares a room with someone else? Who are you sharing a room with?
Yes.
I don't know. I asked Fran the other day.
Oh,
Yeah,
or it's up to you?
It's what?
It's up to you to
mean,
decide?
Yeah. Or I'm gonna
Interesting.
let it.
No, I've been on bachelor
mean, no,
parties
it's
where
not.
like you're just
It's
like,
not.
hey, we'll share a room.
Everyone can. It's either like everyone figures it out for themselves, but I will probably have it set up so that everybody is.
Oh, I keep forgetting that's not a hotel.
Yeah. Has like their own spot. Look, there were some. I'll get into it next week. Hell of a tease, but there were some changes that had to be made this week.
Yes.
And I don't want to jinx anything talking anymore about it.
We won't talk
Like-
anymore about it, but Fran told me that me and Gia would be in the room with her.
Yes. Yes.
But we'll see.
But potentially now things may need to be moved around.
Right.
That sounds
like I
very
did
suspicious of
something
me.
wrong.
It sounds very suspicious of me, but our lodging has changed. That's
The
all.
lodging has changed.
Our lodging has changed, and that's all I'm going to say.
that's all that
So the
happened.
dynamic has shifted.
Yes.
And I will talk about it when I get back from Miami because I just want to get through the weekend issue free before I start bringing up issues. You know?
Very, very fair. Yes.
So,
That'll
but don't
be-
worry, everyone will be just fine.
That'll be a Monday story.
Yeah. Yep.
We'll get there.
Yep.
All right. Shall we get into the rest of the podcast? I need new socks. I just want that out there.
You do need new socks.
Okay.
Not even necessarily white socks, but I notice how often you wear those brown fuzzy socks
Okay.
with sneakers. You're not wearing them right now, but you wear them a lot.
Looks like shit.
Tell me you don't wear those brown fuzzy socks with sneakers a lot.
I've worn them a handful of times.
With like outfits like with what you're wearing like right now. So you wear them traveling, which I'm like, okay, they're travel socks.
Right. Yeah.
You could throw on a pair of fuzzy socks for travel, but you've worn those bad boys to work sometimes.
I totally have. And that's why I have tears coming out of my eyes. And that's why I started off by saying I need new socks.
I'm glad you opened the door just slightly so I could kick it through.
Right. That almost felt like you just punched me in the chest because it was like, okay, it was cool when I said it, but now that you're saying it to me, it's like,
Well, those socks you're wearing right now are completely fine. Those
yeah,
are
but
like
they're not
those
even
are
matching. They're two
Oh,
different socks. I don't want to talk about it.
okay. Well, at least they're not the brown fuzzy socks.
I'm having a dryer problem.
A dry. Oh,
I don't want to get into. I listen. Now we're ending up in a place where it's like.
I'm sorry, this episode blows.
It
We're just
really
like,
is so bad.
we'll talk about it later.
We're just I'll talk about it, but we're just talking about personal issues,
We
and
can't
now
talk about it till
and,
later.
And now I'm back to where you were, where you said, "Do people even care?"
Yeah.
And here I am talking about it. But you know what? I'll talk about
Your
it.
dryer doesn't
I have the
work right.
worst fucking dryer known to man. I don't own it.
Yeah.
It's in my apartment, which somebody else owns. Is the worst dryer anybody can have in their home. It's the worst. It's so fucking awful. It's so bad. It's so bad. And you may think I'm being dramatic, but I'm at my wits.
No, you're not being dramatic.
No, I'm
nodding my head, yes.
I'm at my wits fucking end. Should I get Matt in here to talk about this dryer? Because we're at our wits end.
So what's the issue? It's not actually doing it. It's just not drying anything.
Should I get him in here just...
Bring him in. Bring him in.
We won't make him stay for long.
Is this his podcast? Oh, no, he's been on the podcast.
He's been on.
Yeah.
Bring him out here.
Oh, like calling him.
No, I'm going to tell him to come in here. Are you available? Can you come into the studio?
Just tell him we need him for a
We
very
need you for a very important
very
but quick segment.
important topic.
I'll let you know when you sit down.
It's a surprise.
It's a surprise. Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous, though. Come, be yourself. No, come and be yourself.
Be yourself.
All right, hurry up.
Be yourself.
If you don't get here in the next 20 seconds, you're off the show. All right.
Uh-oh.
So there has been lots of discussion about my hair on this podcast, on this episode, the last episode, and people ask me often what products I use. And I can promise you, one product line that I have used for the past 6 years of my life is OUAI. That's OUAI. I have used the OUAI leave-in conditioner religiously for years and years of my life. I swear by the OUAI leave-in conditioner. I think it's the absolute best. I recommend it to everybody, and all of their products are fantastic. And now they have the new anti-frizz cream, which is a fantastic new product and should be a staple in your life. And it is for all hair types, whatever kind of frizz you are dealing with. The anti-frizz cream is here to save the day. It provides immediate frizz control that lasts up to 72 hours, plus heat protection up to 450 degrees, and it helps reduce and replace split ends for quenching dry hair. Having something that has that protection from heat is so important if you're somebody who styles your hair often. I love the fact that this anti-frizz cream has that heat protectant in it and also lasts for up to 72 hours. This is all fantastic stuff. And according to a consumer perception study, 90% of participants agreed that their hair looks less frizzy. So that is a pretty great percentage to me. And I think you guys will love this product as well as many other OUAI products. Like I said, the leave-in conditioner is an absolute favorite for me. And also two staples in my shower are the OUAI Body Scrub and the OUAI Body Cleanser. I love the way the body scrub and the body cleanser smell. I have the Melrose Place Body Scrub. So when I'm trying to exfoliate the body, give it a nice scrub down, I have the Melrose Place Body Scrub. It makes me smell fantastic. And then the OUAI Body Cleanser, I just can't get enough of it. I'm on my third bottle now, actually. Just got a new one because I love the way the OUAI products smell and also make me feel. I feel so clean and fresh after every single shower. So right now, frizz free up your schedule with OUAI. You are going to be obsessed with all of OUAI's bestsellers as well. Go to THEOUAI.com and enter promo code CHICKS for 15% off any product. That's THEOUAI.com, promo code CHICKS.
Oh, that was quick.
Hey,
That was maybe in under the 20 seconds.
here you
just have to.
you have to just share a microphone.
Yeah, just Rhea, you get up. And
Okay,
then let
I'll
him
get up.
sit.
But let me preface this. Here,
Okay.
here, come in here. All right. I'm gonna say a couple words, and then I want your full unfiltered thoughts because I just started screaming about something in our lives. Okay.
Yeah. She started talking like this for way too long.
And I said, you know what? It sounds like I'm being dramatic. I need someone else to attest to this.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on our dryer?
Oh my God. No joke. It's the bane of my existence. I can't stand it. 2 loads. 3 days. 3 days. There's friend. She should yell for a whole podcast. It's the worst thing in the world.
I love that.
It's
2 loads, 3 days.
It's the worst thing.
It's seriously to wash and dry. Because I start off by saying I need new socks.
Me too. we need new socks.
Matt, do you notice that sometimes she wears those brown fuzzy socks with normal sneakers?
Listen, yeah, she wears it in her slippers sometimes at home. We also we're bad with socks. We are bad with socks.
These are your socks. I'm wearing your dirty socks that you wore yesterday.
Oh my God, you sickos. You picked them off the floor and put them on your feet?
It's from the bathroom.
Honestly, though, it's not yours, so it seems clean, right?
Yeah, I was
not
like fresh socks.
That's one hell of a spin.
The other night, we slept like we were like.
That's
she
arguably
slept in a
putting on
random-
someone else's socks are arguably worse than reusing your own
yeah,
socks.
yeah. Wait, so the other night we were okay, by the way, because a comforter takes a long time to dry.
Yes, it does.
Obviously.
Not for your dryer. Imagine it take 4 weeks.
24 hours. We had to sleep with couch blankets on our bed.
I've done that before. I've had to do that before.
It was miserable. But no, if we want to wash just a couple t-shirts, just a normal load of laundry, it takes a full day.
And
It's miserable.
What about the LF? The LF thing comes on the thing.
After every load, this button appears, and you have to clean out the dryer, not the lint part.
Yeah.
There's a whole other contraption that needs to be cleaned after every load.
Yeah, you got one of those energy efficient dryers.
Yes, and I looked it up. And everybody's like, this is the worst fucking dryer in the entire world. So we asked our landlord, can we buy a new washer and dryer and put it in? Like, we will pay. I will pay endless amounts of money for this to not have to be the case any longer. And he said, no, it has to be this one in this apartment building.
That's crazy.
But they can't fix it?
No.
But what about another energy efficient one, like a different brand?
Anything different. We're living in the 40s, hanging
tell
our
you something.
clothes
That guy's. I have a feeling that guy's lying.
We've been hanging our clothes on our chairs.
My grandma's clotheslining them.
Like little Italian ladies outside their windows.
It's ridiculous. And also, he goes, you got to open the door for it to dry faster. So now we're watching TV, da-dun, da-dun, da-dun. And it's like, the other day, she's like, I can't stand it.
That doesn't make any sense. Just that the laundry door needs to be open and the dryer will move faster.
It doesn't even help.
Those things have zero.
Tell them about the West.
Those things have zero connection.
The dampness of it.
Oh my God. That's the worst part. It's like hot but wet.
Oh.
It blows damp.
It smells.
And it's
it takes breaks too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It takes a lot of breaks.
It's this generation, right? Everyone needs breaks.
No, it's so bad, and yet there's no fix. And the other day, our friends came over, and the girls, we wanted to wear matching pajamas, so I got the matching pajamas sent to our apartment, and I washed the pajamas before we wore them. I had to hang the pajamas on our dining room table for it to dry before they could get there because it wasn't drying.
It's a pain in the ass.
It really is.
That's a problem.
Yes, and I'm glad that we that you guys had us here today to talk about it. Thank you very much.
I do like I feel slightly like your therapist right now.
Yeah.
It actually does kind of
like we're fighting because of the dryer.
And it's just you guys versus the dryer. Like, that's the problem. It's we're not having it. You guys aren't having any issues, but you're having an issue with your dryer.
Yeah. Well, remember the other day, you're like, I need a break. I need a break from the dryer.
I said, you need to shut this off because I'm going to lose my fucking mind if I have to listen to this beeping noise any longer.
Does it do the jingle?
What jingle?
Like there's like a do.
Yeah, when it's done, it does.
When it's done, which is rarely ever.
And we're not happy because we just got to redo it again.
Redo it again.
And at this point, our dryer is going at all hours of the day and night because things are never dry.
So what's your
solution? Really, how energy efficient is it if you have to be running it all day? You know?
I guess it's efficient because it's not really running.
Right.
It's just taking its time.
Yeah. Yep.
There's no answer.
You might just have to drop it off somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, which is like, I can't. That defeats the whole purpose of having it in your apartment.
Although it is nice not to have to fold your clothes or anything.
You use one?
Yeah.
It seems like you love it.
I don't have a laundry.
Let me tell you something. Noah will be sending someone else to do his laundry for the rest of his life.
Oh, yeah.
I can guarantee that.
Well, no, if I had one in my apartment, I'd probably
That worked.
do it. That worked.
We've watched you try to fold shirts before.
Wait, did I not talk about this, that I got a folding machine?
Yes.
And so
not on the show, but
Are you going to leave your hand like this in the middle of work?
I'm enjoying it.
But no, I know how to fold now. Like, it taught me how to fold. I could fold for you right now. Want me to fold for you?
He really wants to show you.
No, I showed Sarah,
let me tell you, this is the worst
I
episode.
remember, I'm saying this because Sarah sent us a video of you folding, and then you fucked it up. You were like, oh, shoot, let me start over.
Hoodies are, like, more complicated.
This is the worst episode of this podcast
Hoodies are, we missed, he said hoodies are more complicated.
They are. You got a hood.
All right, go grab that hoodie over here and come and here, switch spots, sit next to Mama.
Should I give a shirt?
I actually want to see him fold real fast.
Hoodie or shirt?
Oh, I mean, let's put it in the test. Hoodie.
All right, Noah's gonna. This is. All right.
I mean, it's insane.
Okay.
I mean, there's the table as a flat surface.
Is this gonna be on camera? Yeah. Okay. Come stand back here. Stand back here and move these.
Yep.
So. want to get the seams.
You want to get the seams. He's doing it.
Cross.
Okay.
And then if this was a shirt, I would go like here.
Okay.
Up, but
yeah.
Hoodie, we don't do that.
Oh.
Fold it halfway here.
Tuck the hood. Lift it around.
Wow.
That happy with
That is not how I fold a sweatshirt at all, but that's nice.
That was nice.
That's better. That's
was
better than how I
nice.
fold.
Perfect. I don't like the sides coming out here. There we go.
That was nice.
That's nice. I just go like this. Why?
Guys, I'm sorry. I think we need to delete this episode.
Fucking doing it. I'm not folding the sweatshirt. I'm not.
I gotta draw the line. We can't get into a fold off. This is a goddamn audio podcast.
This is the worst. The worst episode.
You can watch this, but I wouldn't.
I wouldn't. It's only funny for us. Oh my god. Well, anyways, the
folding competition.
The brand of the dryer is Whirlpool.
Just one more thought. Let's put them on blast.
It's the energy saving
Yeah.
fucking dryer that is quite literally my
what
nightmare.
if you got like the LG energy one?
Fran, if I can get any new dryer, it would be the best thing in the world.
My parents have that one, and we've never had any issues.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, I think I'm seriously
Like send be like, hey, just send them that dryer and be like, this one in the same ballpark? Like, come on, not everybody in your building has the same washer dryer.
No, and let me tell you, I am done hanging up stuff in my apartment's dry. Because if there was no washer and dryer, that would be different.
Yeah.
But I have a washer and dryer in unit.
Yep.
So it should work, and it doesn't.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
And hey, I mean, look, you pay for a building like that has that capability to have that washer dryer in there, and it ups the value of the apartment.
Exactly. And I'm paying for a headache.
It's been rendered useless.
It is. You should see this thing. It's crazy. It is insane. And you know how long it takes to dry 4 fucking towels? It's a nightmare. Okay, I'm done.
All right, let's talk.
Let's get into the topic.
Let's do some topics.
You know what?
I love it. I was entertained thoroughly. I was entertained. I had to draw the line when we were about to start each of us individually folding sweatshirts. Everything else before that, we're good.
A fold off would be fun.
Yeah, because you're master folder over there.
Well, it just depends on
For
what.
me-
Are we folding for time or for precision?
Maybe both. Like how do they? It's like chess.
Because I don't think you could do that fast.
No.
No,
I feel like he could. I felt like he was just explaining it.
Now,
All right,
let's
now we're
tell
talking
you
about
how I fold.
Now we're talking about it.
No.
Anyways, when we end this podcast, I know I'm going to have thoughts to myself and I'm going to text the group. Should we cut all that?
No, and you know what? I'm going to tell you, we actually can't. We don't have that kind of wiggle room. We just don't today. So, buckle up.
You know what? Everybody take this for what it is and just have yourself a silly day.
Yeah.
Okay? Sometimes you need a silly little podcast episode.
Sometimes you get the silly ha-has. Can I tell you what I did last night?
Yeah, please. Please do.
Okay, so there's been a little bit of like a in-house rivalry, right? Like Joe's a Knicks fan, I'm a Sixers fan. They're playing each other. And the ending of the game Monday was like pissed me off so much. It might as well have been Joe who hit the winning shot, because I did not talk to him like we had gotten into some massive fight. Like I couldn't even look at him. He got up, he was cheering. I was sitting on the other side of the couch like and I'm like, and then we just spoke no words. And we have a it's not the Theragun, but like a Theragun type thing.
Oh, a
And
knockoff?
it's a total knockoff. And he went for a long run yesterday afternoon. And when he does that, normally, like, I help him with, like, his back or whatever. And the game ended 5 minutes. Like 5-10 minutes after the game ends, he's like, "Oh, Fran, could you?" I went, "No."
Oh my god!
No, but I snapped. It was like
You wouldn't Theragun his back after the loss.
You should have heard the way I said no too. I wasn't like no. I went no.
Wow, that shows you're a true fan, though. A really dedicated fan.
And and then I just
Well, that's spiteful.
It was, and I just angrily scrolled Twitter for like the whole rest of the night, and then I went to bed.
Oh my god, Mrs. Poutiness. Is that P for pouty on your forehead?
Literally. And now I'm like so embarrassed by my behavior. You know, like when you're out of it, you're just like,
oh my god, when you like see black and then you come back and you're like, whoa.
I was
who
like,
was
that was so bad. And like, it's just a game fucker,
Right.
you know?
Yeah,
like,
right.
it's like,
And
just fucking calm down, Fran.
Everybody has those come to be moments where
Yeah.
you go, whew, who
Yeah.
was that?
I woke up this morning and was
Me?
like, yikes, that was embarrassed.
That was a bad showing last night for me and the Sixers, huh?
Yep, exactly.
That's okay.
So
You'll come around. You'll come back
it's
around.
gonna be a long series.
Theragun is back tonight.
Yeah,
You better fucking Theragun is back tonight.
I know. I have to. Yeah. I'll make up for it.
Hey.
Oh God, let's get into the topic.
All right. Anyways, I hope we didn't lose any listeners there.
No one's listening.
At this point,
I
everybody.
think if we keep bringing it up, then we actually might.
Right. No. Yeah. Let's continue. We're having a good time. Okay. Sue us. All right. Let's get into the topics. We're going to be talking about Victoria Beckham and David Beckham. It was Victoria Beckham's 50th birthday. The Spice Girls came to have a little bit of a reunion, so people were talking about that. Rebecca Minkoff has joined Real Housewives of New York. Kim Kardashian revealed rumors or truth or lies on Jimmy Kimmel.
Is that
That's the name
the
of the game.
order?
Yeah.
Rumors or truth or lie?
That's the name of Jimmy Kimmel's game. One of his producers needs to get
I
fired.
mean, like, someone hit up like James Corden's producers
I
for like a better
thought
name.
you just like made like that's actually the name of the game.
Rumors or
Yes.
like
Rumors
that many
or
ors?
truths or lies.
Yeah, that's the game on Jimmy Kimmel's show.
Oh. I mean, I know that's what they talked about, but I didn't. That's
Yeah.
really what the name is.
Yes.
Not
Can't
really
tell
like
if you're being
spill or
serious or
fill your guts.
Guys, you've never seen the Jimmy Kimmel rumors or truths or lies?
I can't tell
Yes.
if you're joking.
Yeah.
I don't believe you now.
Gotcha.
Oh man, you got me.
All right. And we have some voicemails. We're going to talk to the people. We're gonna
Sounds so
answer some
excited.
voicemails. No, I'm very
Yeah.
excited for voicemails. Voicemails are very fun. So we'll get into that. So let's get into the topics. Rumors or truths or lies? Shopping for Mother's Day can be hectic. It can be challenging, no matter if you know the person super well, whoever you're buying Mother's Day gift for, or not so well. You just want to make sure you are gifting somebody what they need and what they're going to love. And a gift guide can help you do that. With Macy's, they have the Macy's Mother's Day gift guide, and it has the perfect gift to make mom or the mother figure in your life feel special. You could shop by price, so you can do 25 and under, or you can do 100 and over. And they have already pre-packaged gifts, already wrapped up. You can shop new fragrances. You could shop new makeup. You could shop new self-care. You know, I love a good lotion. All different things that could be perfect for Mother's Day. So right now, don't forget to shop Macys.com/giftfinder. Find the Mother's Day gift that's perfect in your life with Mother's Day gift guide at Macy's. Go to Macys.com/giftfinder. So Victoria Beckham celebrated her big 50th bash. It was a big party. We saw the pictures of David Beckham giving Victoria a piggyback ride on the way out. Looked like she had a lot of fun. But the talk of the town was the Spice Girls reunion.
David Beckham is like the world's best Spice Girls fan because anytime any one of them are together or Victoria's singing or there's something going on, he whips his phone out. He makes sure we get the content. And he delivered. of all of them doing a little stop right now. Thank you very much. And it was great.
Mm-hmm.
And they all look fantastic.
They really do. They could get the band back together tomorrow if they really wanted to. Not
I
that they
know.
would or should, but they could.
I thought they did. Now, granted, my Spice Girls knowledge is not extensive.
Mine either.
But did they not say they were going to go on a new tour? And just like that, Victoria Beckham didn't want to do it.
This seems like it maybe happened a couple years ago where there was some talks about a Spice Girls reunion situation.
Yeah.
Okay, cut that out. Don't put that yawn.
No, I'm kidding.
No. Don't put that in.
Man.
No, seriously, don't put
I
that in.
thought maybe that they did some shows or maybe they didn't.
Podcast is going.
Cut that out. Good friend, pause long enough so we can cut it.
All 5 members haven't performed together since 2012, but they teased fans when they came together, like we just said, over the weekend. Mel B previously hinted that the group is working on something, quote, very good while appearing on Today with Hoda and Jenna on March 25th. When asked what's in the works for the Spice Girls, she said that this is going to be really good and the fans are going to be really happy about it. However, when host Jenna Hager asked if fans would be able to catch the Spice Girls on a reunion tour, she paused and said, "Oh, I'm going to get in trouble. I'm not saying anything. Okay, bye." So there hasn't been anything other than that.
See, Tom Cruise was at the party.
No.
I did see that.
I have very mixed feelings about Tom Cruise.
In what way? Like the Scientology part?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Completely. I think that's totally
Like
fair.
I think he's like an established great actor and people really appreciate his art. But at the same time,
There's
I think
some
the
weird shit
Scientology stuff is so fucked up. Like there's
Yeah.
so many fucked up things that happen in the science. I actually don't even want to I don't even want to say
They're
it.
gonna come for you.
I actually don't even want to talk about it. Never mind. Exactly.
Have you ever met
Somebody that's in the
Scientologist?
church? No. I've only ever read about Leah Remini and like her leaving the church and like every day she's fighting the good fight.
Tom Cruise is one of the most famous people in the world. Do you agree with that? Definitely one of the most famous people in the entertainment industry.
Yes.
World, yeah, maybe not, but
I don't know. What do you think about Tom Cruise being one of the most
He's-
famous people in the world?
is he the most famous actor?
I don't think
in
he's
the
the
world.
most famous actor in the world.
Who's more famous than him?
The most famous actor in the world?
Yeah. He's top 3. I think he's more famous than DiCaprio. Like, everyone knows Tom Cruise. His movies are, like, gigantic. He single-handedly bought movie theaters
But
back.
everybody knows Leonardo DiCaprio.
But everyone
Everybody
knows
knows
Tom Cruise.
everybody knows Brad Pitt.
Tom Cruise is a movie
I
star.
don't.
Like, he does blockbusters.
No, I think I do agree with you.
Wow.
That Tom Cruise is the biggest movie star in the whole
I
world.
don't know about. I mean, yeah, kind of.
Really?
He
The
single-handedly puts
Mission
movies on his
Impossible
back.
movies too are
Top Gun.
so international. Top Gun Maverick was so huge.
And
Mission Impossible, like those movies are so massive across the world.
I'm not agreeing.
Yeah.
I'm just presenting the questions.
Right now, like, is he the
put a
biggest?
poll up.
Like, are studios fighting to make like are they? Is like Tom Cruise
I think if
an
you
up
have-
and coming emerging movie star? No, but
think
like he's an
if you
established blockbuster.
You know who's at the top? You know who's at number 1? Robert Downey Jr.
Oh,
The whole, like, Marvel thing is
Well, I
kind
The
think
of
Marvel
that's-
thing,
I think
yeah.
that comes down to money. Because
Right.
then
Yeah.
number 2 is Scarlett Johansson,
right.
Yeah.
and then Samuel L.
But,
Jackson.
like, just, like, name recognition, face recognition.
Who is the most famous movie star in the world? Oh, the big 3: Robert Downey Jr., Leonardo DiCaprio, Tom Cruise.
Leonardo DiCaprio's too, like, artsy. I mean, like, everyone knows him, but, like, his movies are more niche a lot of the time. Tom Cruise just puts out bangers.
Why don't you just suck his dick? Why don't you? Sorry. I honestly need to step out and just end the episode.
I just want to cut that out of context. Maybe Tom Cruise puts out bangers. Why don't you suck his dick?
No, they are massive, massive movies. He's definitely.
And he also has the
he has some of the biggest movies ever.
That put him what? That you were like top 3? I mean, that's
top 3 easily. I think he's like. He could walk like Leonardo DiCaprio. No, I mean they're all gonna get recognized.
And he's also just held a movie franchise on his own for so long. Like the Mission Impossible
60
movies.
And he's like,
he's still like throwing himself off planes and shit. Yeah.
This is from Entertainment Tonight, a YouTube video. Inside Tom Cruise's rise to being the world's biggest movie star.
Yeah.
Entertainment Tonight's deeming him the world's biggest movie star, and no Ives. Then, I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you.
No,
I just thought that there are people that are competable.
Yeah. I think Brad Pitt over. You think Brad Pitt or DiCaprio?
DiCaprio, I think. But here's the thing: DiCaprio and Brad Pitt
but what about
do
the Ocean's
like
movies?
they don't really do like Leo's not like an action star. Like action stars, like you know who's probably up. You know who's probably up there with Tom Cruise? The Rock.
Oh, he is. Rock. Dwayne Johnson popped up.
Yeah, like that's like the big like action movie stars. Like those are, there's a lot of international appeal on those.
Happy birthday, Victoria Beckham.
Those big action movies. Yeah, love Tom Cruise, the world's biggest movie star.
Congrats, Tom. You've made it.
How do you feel about him being at your birthday party?
Congrats, Victoria.
Yep.
Moving on.
That is just a flex, I think, to have Tom
Would
Cruise
love to see the Spice Girls do more together.
What do you
in the
mean,
future.
though? A flex? Of course, like it's not the craziest thing in the world that Victoria Beckham has
I didn't know that
Tom
they were friends
Cruise.
with Tom Cruise.
It's David. Victoria and David are.
David and Victoria Beckham.
I think Victoria and David could call quite literally anybody and have them show up at a party that they were hosting. So comparable.
No, but it just like it seemed like Tom Cruise, giant star, and then I didn't really see any other like people anywhere near his level. It was like Gordon Ramsay.
But David and Victoria are like on that level.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like David Beckham and Victoria Beckham are wildly
they
worldwide famous.
Doesn't mean that they're friends with Tom Cruise.
David Beckham is friends with literally everybody.
Is he?
Yes.
Moving on.
Anyway.
You know when you could like feel yourself being annoying?
Yes.
That's how I feel today.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. Rebecca Minkoff is joining Real Housewives of New York.
I love this move. I don't really know anything about her, more than, her brand, but her brand is so huge. And I love to see obviously everybody has like different jobs on New York, but like if Real Housewives, the new Real Housewives of New York takes more of a fashion world side, like I think that would be really cool.
Yeah, I agree. I think people with cool businesses that we all know the names of.
Paper's coming out again. Yeah. Sorry.
Oh my god,
Please continue.
I feel out of breath right now.
Did you notice when I was reading that article about trying to find out about? I was taking deep pauses because I just couldn't. Mm-hmm. The air had left my body.
I'm sorry. Yeah. I think it's cool to learn. I mean, how am I going to talk when you're blowing so loudly like that? We could just pause.
It was just a little blow.
It was a big blow. It's cool that we're going to learn more about brands that you know the name of, but you don't know the backstory, really. No. And I think that's interesting. And we did...
Especially when brands use, like, the person's name. You know, it's like Rebecca Minoff is her brand. It is her. It is everything. So... That's cool. That's very cool. And like, what's her? Is she friends with Jenna Lyons? Like, what's their dynamic? Do they know? Who does she know? Who does she like? Who is she already friends with in the group?
Paths?
Yeah.
I'd
be down for some fashion feuds.
Right, that'd be fun. We were very interested in the first season, so I'm excited for whatever the next season's going to bring. I think they can only go up from there.
Agreed.
And then last topic, we just want to touch on rumors or truths or lies. The game played on Jimmy Kimmel. Kim Kardashian addressed a couple things. No, she doesn't have 6 toes. She does warm up her jewelry before she puts it on.
Which honestly, great.
Makes
idea.
a ton of sense. Putting jewelry on naked, on your naked Free Willy body.
When you're Free Willy and you're putting
on some jewelry, it could be cold. Especially when you have as icy as jewelry as Kim Kardashian has, full diamonds. It's got to be freezing.
Yes, and she also said that, which is, so relatable because it is something that we all wear constantly. When she's putting on like a mesh metal dress or anything that's like chain mail, she blow dries that as well before it goes on her body, which also makes sense, but can't say I'm wearing a lot of chainmail to know that would be a good tip. But even, cold necklace, chunky necklace.
It's good to know. It's good tips to have for
not cutting any of these.
She also has to wash her feet before bed. She sleeps with her eyes slightly open, and she needs someone else to remove the cardboard sleeve on her Starbucks order. Now, this by far is the most diva one out of all of them, I think. Like, whatever, blow drying your jewelry, fine. Washing your feet before bed, like, that's like a cleanliness thing, sure. Sleeping with her eyes open, fine.
How does that work, though, sleeping with your eyes open? What does that mean?
No, it's just like, she's asleep, but her eyes are like slightly open. You've never seen somebody sleep like that?
No.
Oh, I have friends that sleep
I've
like
seen
that.
it.
Yeah. It's just like, they're not open, but they're just like a
Yeah, that's weird.
little crack.
Mm-hmm.
But she hates the feeling of the cardboard sleeve on her Starbucks orders. She said, whoever I'm with, I just can't see it being done, or I can't hear it and I can't feel it. Like the cardboard getting moved up the cup is like nails on a chalkboard to me.
See, I don't even think that's diva. I totally understand that phobia because of my fear of napkins when I was younger, like texture things.
I will say, like, the sound of like cardboard on cardboard is kind of sending a little shiver down my spine right now thinking about it.
She should just tell them, hey, please, you can leave the cardboard alone.
Yeah.
Like, no cardboard, please.
Nails on the chalkboard.
Oh, stop. No, I actually understand that one because as somebody who has dealt with that in the past, I mean, I'm past it now.
But making other people have to take it off for her when it does happen?
Well, it's a phobia.
Why doesn't she just tell them to not put it on?
Well, that's what I said.
Yeah.
But it's like a phobia.
Yeah, sometimes maybe she's, maybe it's a mobile order.
Right, she can't put it in the app. Please don't use
cardboard.
cardboard.
But like, what does she do?
If it's
like,
hot.
if it's hot though, like, is it about being on or is it about taking it off?
I think it's the sound of the cardboard. Like if you're holding it and the cardboard is rubbing against the cup.
Oh,
like
so,
that
so then, yeah.
sound.
Ooh, the more we're talking about it, the more I don't like it.
I know.
The more
I might hate
the
it
more
too.
like I'm very against the cardboard now too.
Yeah.
So it wasn't really, they really didn't get anything down and dirty and juicy.
And they also didn't know nothing about Taylor Swift was brought up or anything, which is I'm sure a hard and fast rule at this point, Like if
Jimmy
they're like
soft.
They're like, look, if you want Kim Kardashian on your show, talk about what you want, but you cannot bring up Taylor Swift.
Do you think backstage Jimmy's like, hey, crazy week, huh?
I wouldn't be surprised. I did see that he did bring it up in his monologue.
Oh, he
like
did?
he mentions
So she was
Taylor Swift
backstage?
stuff during the monologue, but just didn't actually
it
bring it
to
up
her.
to Kim.
Yeah, I could imagine Kim talking about it with some people behind the scenes, but publicly, no way.
Yeah, no.
She's probably like, there's.
My guess is she's just acting like she's brushing off her shoulders.
Right. I'm gonna go on Jimmy Kimmel,
shoulder.
play a little game,
Her shoulder.
talk about
Jesus
my 6
Christ.
toes.
Did you ever do that? Shoulder and soldier. A tough.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Okay.
Classic slip of the tongue.
Yeah, I just did it. So.
How did people think that she had 6 toes? Aren't there pictures of her on beaches? Like,
I think that's why. I think there was some fucked up Photoshop.
There was a photo of like something that was like kind of deceiving, where it looked like she had 6 toes.
But she doesn't. She thank God she cleared that up because I actually couldn't sleep last night thinking about it. So I'm really happy to wake up today and find out the truth.
Yes.
And that wraps up the topics.
Yep.
The big 3.
These voicemails are sponsored by Coors Light. There are plenty of chances in life to make things better by choosing chill. So grab every opportunity to choose chill. Reach for a refreshing cold Coors Light. When you embrace a chill mindset, it's a good time to choose chill and crack open a Coors Light. You can get a nice ice cold one. The mountains are blue. So you know when it's time to crack this open. I mean, there's so much going on right now. We got all these sports playoffs happening. Maybe you're hanging out at home watching. Maybe you're out at a bar watching. Well, make sure you are choosing chill. I honestly could probably choose some chill if you heard what went down with me Monday night watching basketball. So I could probably choose some chill in my life, relax, have a nice cold Coors Light, and make the most out of the times you choose to chill. Choose Coors Light. Get Coors Light delivered straight to your door with Instacart by going to CoorsLight.com/chicks. And always celebrate responsibly from Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
All right, we're going to get into some voicemails. Last week, I put up on my story to call in with voicemails when I was solo. So we have a lot of extras.
You got so many good ones.
We got so many good ones.
You said, let's try it again.
Yeah, let's dive right back into it. So we're going to use some that people have called in. If they're just addressing me, it's because they thought you weren't going to be here. But now we have the
totally
extras.
Fine.
And
they just hate me.
No, and I'm sure that they would have loved to address you as well.
Yeah.
But we're going to use the extras that we got. So if you thought yours wasn't answered last week, it may be answered right now. So let's go into it.
Hi, Rhea. I'm going to stay anonymous, fellow bride over here. Just want to know your opinion on your bachelor party, or I guess your bridesmaids, having a +1. Do you think they should all have a +1 regardless on your relationship with their partners? Are they entitled to it? Just want to know your thoughts. I know you're not doing bridesmaids, but I'm just very curious because I'm having a lot of drama with that. So, yeah, love your podcast. Thanks for answering.
So this is a good question.
It is, and it's tough because it is a very sensitive subject.
It is a very sensitive subject, and I have to say, I hadn't put too much thought into this yet, but I have leaned towards giving +1s to people I know who have significant others, whether that be a girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife. And if I know for a fact they don't, then I don't think I'll be giving a +1. Like, for instance,
Yeah.
Noah. I know he doesn't have a girlfriend.
Right.
So
No +1.
What if?
No +1. But if you told me, hey, I have been seeing a girl, I think, that.
Does it have to be before you send out the invitation, though?
No. If I send you the invitation, I'm using you as an example just because.
Yeah. He's right here.
You're right here. But if I send you an invitation and at the time I send you the invitation, I'm not knowledgeable to the fact that you have a girlfriend. But then you say to me, hey, I've been seeing somebody. Can I bring her? I would say yes to you. I would say yes. I feel like it's a case by case.
It's a case by
How long would I have to be
case.
seeing her for?
No, it's a case by case. It really is case by case.
I wouldn't
put a rule on it.
I wouldn't ask questions. If you felt like you wanted to bring this girl to the wedding, and so much so to ask me, I want to bring this girl, then I would say yes, because you wouldn't ask if you know.
And that's also very different because that's also just like a guest, and that's like doing guest +1s. Which I think is very fair when it comes down to like case by case for guests. I know that there are some hard and fast rules. Some people do, no ring, no bring. Some people, everybody gets a +1.
I've never heard that.
I think that's a crazy rule.
No ring, no bring. Well, if you have like a really small wedding, you kind of have to draw a line. Like,
but
it's
what
like,
if two people are not ever going to get married and they just want to be, there are some people who don't believe in that.
Yeah. No, absolutely. If long
long-term.
Yes, long-term, I'm sure. But that's really the way that people use that excuse so that they don't have to invite, like, oh my God, Sammy just started dating somebody new. They've been together for 3 months. She wants to bring him, like, whatever. But she asked about bridesmaids. When it comes to bridesmaids, it is tough, but I think that if they have somebody, they get a +1. Regardless of your relationship with said +1, because you are close enough with that person to ask them to be your bridesmaid.
Yes.
And they are in a relationship, and I think as you kind of have to respect that, I think.
I agree with that.
Now, I know there are some people that give every bridesmaid a +1 regardless of even if they're in a relationship or not. It's like, hey, a guy had a friend who was a bridesmaid. She was invited to the wedding. All the other bridesmaids, most of the other bridesmaids were in relationships. So they all had +1s. So they were like, oh, you have a +1, if you want it. and she took a friend. So it was like, in that case, maybe it's an aesthetic thing for the bride. It's the table. She wants everybody to have a plus one. But like, for me, I have some bridesmaids that are single. They are single. They do not have a plus one to the wedding. But anybody that is in a relationship, they have a plus one to the wedding.
Yeah.
So
I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think that's a good rule to live by.
Yeah.
All right, moving on.
Yeah.
Hey, Rhea. Good luck on your first solo show. I can't wait to listen. You're going to do great. My question for you is a fuck, marry, kill. You have to fuck one, kill one, marry one. Italian food, Chinese food, and Mexican food. Let me know.
Ooh,
Bye.
This is so tough for me. I'm going to marry Italian food right off the bat.
Yeah,
Can't live
totally.
without it.
Mexican,
God, this is tough. I love both Mexican and
Same.
Chinese food a lot. And I eat both of those often. Fuck.
I think I have to kill Mexican food.
Really?
Wow.
Marry and fuck Chinese food.
Well, Mexican food's spicy.
So Chinese food can be
No, I'm
spicy.
saying- yeah, true.
I love both so much.
Yeah.
So Mexican food, that mean I wouldn't be able to have tacos or quesadillas
I know.
all of that. I think I'm going to have to kill Chinese food.
But I love a good dumpling,
Same, but my heart of hearts, I think I got to kill even though I do fucking
I'm also
love
just
Chinese
going
food.
off what, like, I do love it, but Mexican food, but I just don't eat it as much. Like, I eat Chinese food way more, so.
All right, good answer. I'll do the opposite of you.
Yep.
But marry Italian food right off the bat.
Absolutely. That's no questions asked.
Chicks in the Office is sponsored by BetterHelp. It can be easy to ignore our social battery and spread yourself way too thin. You say yes to this event, you say that yes to that gathering, you say yes to this work thing, and all of a sudden your schedule has filled up and you have no time for yourself. What is the right amount of socializing for you? You have to ask yourself, what are you comfortable with? When do you need to recharge? Therapy can give you the self-awareness to build a social life that doesn't drain your battery. We've all been there where you just feel like, oh my God, my battery is about to run out and I can't figure out a way to stop this. Therapy can help you figure that out. If you're thinking of starting therapy, you can give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. You can find your social sweet spot with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/office today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/office. Once again, if you're thinking of giving therapy a try out BetterHelp. It's entirely online. You don't need to drive somewhere. You can try out different therapists online. I know many people have tried BetterHelp. It's easy, it's convenient, and it's all online. So once again, visit BetterHelp, HELP.com/office to get 10% off your first month.
Hi, Rhea. So, since you're an expert on finding great quality guys, shout out to Marty, I wanted to get your advice on a dating situation. I've been casually dating this guy from a dating app for like a month and a half. We have opposite work schedules, so pretty much the only time we hang out is on weekdays when he comes over after work at like 11 p.m. I told him that I want a real date on the weekend. He says he wants more than a casual relationship. But when it actually comes down to scheduling something on the weekend, he's always busy with friends or family. So any advice how to bring this up without being demanding? I really like him, but I'm not sure if he actually wants something more since he's not really putting effort into it. Thank you.
This is going to be harsh. He doesn't care that much. Like and especially that early on into meeting somebody, like a month and a half, like you should want to spend so much time with that person that if he's not making any time for you on the weekends, that's questionable. Not even like inviting you to go hang out with his friends or like meet those people. Like just being unavailable on the weekend is not like I'd be like, ooh, that's not good.
And from my point of view and past experience, when you first start talking or dating somebody, you kind of want to be with them all the time.
Yeah.
And it's like they want to be with you all the time.
Yep.
You want to be with them all the time, to the point where it could be almost annoying to other people at how often you two want to see each other. And so I feel like if that's not it right off the bat, then maybe he is lying about saying he wants something more than casual. But at this point, I think, it may be uncomfortable to be upfront, but you really have nothing to lose, because either you are upfront and you get an answer in maybe an upsetting way, not the answer you're looking for, but at least you get an answer and you're done wasting your time. Or he actually changes it around and goes, you know what, I actually do, and maybe he'll put in more effort, and then you can try to weed out whether he really is a guy for you or if he's wasting your time. I think be upfront, even though it may be uncomfortable. Say to him, hey, I'm really interested in getting to know you a bit more. I would really, really love to do something on the weekend with you. If you're not interested in doing that, just let me know.
Yeah. I agree.
And you'll get the answer you're looking for. Don't have your time wasted, even if being upfront makes you feel uncomfortable.
Hi, Rhea. So I need some advice on what to do when your in-laws don't like you.
Oof.
I have done nothing nice, but we just don't click. They're also my neighbors.
Ooh.
Anyway, thanks.
Oof.
That's a tough one, and a similar question to the one we got last week about a sister-in-law.
It's tough because there's really just not much you can do. Like, I know that sounds bad. Like, you can just continue to try and be as nice as possible. But, like, at the end of the day, if they're holding something against you, or they have this idea of you and they're really holding on to that, it's hard to shake.
And it may not be something you've done. Maybe this is just them in particular. And I said this on the last episode when we did the voicemails. Sometimes you just have to accept people for who they are, digest that, and move along. If you just accept the fact, okay, these people, they don't like me. Whatever the reason may be, maybe you did something, maybe you didn't do anything at all, and it's
their
just
neighbors.
them and your neighbors. You say, you know what, these people just don't like me. Let me swallow that and move along.
Yeah.
And just move along, accept it for what it is, and stop trying to grasp at straws, because the more you dig, the more it's going to eat you alive.
Right.
Why don't you turn that into, hey, you don't like them?
Right. Or and just like you just
advice.
you just have to like keep living your life too,
Yeah.
You can't go overboard and try and be too nice, because then they'll hold that against you somehow, or like, you just got to keep doing what you want to do.
Accept it for what it is.
Yeah.
Swallow it and move along.
Hi, Rhea. I'm Ashley from Seattle. I have a would you rather for you. Would you rather be forced to watch your parents make love every day for a full year, or join them once?
Oh my God.
Oh my God, you sick bastard.
Sick puppy.
Holy shit, that's a sick.
What are they doing in Seattle?
They ain't sleepless.
God.
That was good.
That was good. Jesus
Holy
Christ.
smokes. Oh my God.
Well, I'm certainly not joining them.
So you're gonna watch them
My
every
God.
day
I
for the
mean,
rest
if
of your life.
you're gonna make me choose.
Because honestly, if you join them once, you'll relive that every second for the rest of your life.
Right.
Anyway.
Yes.
At least
they're
watching them every
enjoying
day. Right. At least you get to watch your parents make love.
Hey, on the bright side, your parents still love each other.
Right. At least they're still going at it, and it's how they made you.
Yeah, also,
And you
are they
get
going at it every day?
Right. And you get a little tape on how you were made every day. But if you gotta join them,
No.
you're never
No.
you're never talking to your parents ever again, and then you're killing yourself after.
Yeah, that's some sick shit.
You legitimately have to off yourself.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, moving on. Whoa.
Oh, man.
Whoa.
Hey, Rhea, this is Jackie. So I'm asking for some advice. So I kind of have an interesting roommate, and I don't really know her outside of being roommates. And basically, she has an ex-boyfriend, and she got pregnant, and now the baby daddy, who's also the ex-boyfriend, is just living here with her, and it's really uncomfortable because I don't really feel comfortable being around him, and I don't know how to tell her, like, you can't live here because she lives here, not him. So if you could help me out, thanks.
Whoa, that's a sticky situation, and my advice to you would be to get out.
Yeah.
And I know you having to move out is not the ideal situation because this is your home, and somebody coming into your home is not ideal.
It's like I would rather move than deal with having to talk to them.
And to have that conversation, I would rather just remove myself from the situation.
Yeah.
You two crazy kids, try and figure this out, but I'm out of here.
And look, if moving is just not even an option, like you have to come up with something. Like, I don't know, you have to sit her down. Like, I know this is a sticky situation, but we are roommates. We, somebody signed a lease. We are paying this much, like, either he's got to pay rent or like something's got to happen.
Yeah, I think that's a reasonable meet in the middle situation. Hey, if he's going to be living here, he needs to contribute.
Yeah.
Especially if
just be here.
He's fathering your child.
Right.
Whoa.
Yep.
Sorry to that girl in the situation she's
really
in.
lost the roommate lottery on that one.
Really.
Hi, Rhea. Quick question for you.
I feel really bad. I'm sorry, pause it. I feel really bad that these are all addressed to me. I do.
It's okay. I'm just pretending I'm hearing, hey, Rhea and Fran. Hey, Rhea and Fran.
The next batch that we do, it will be. But these are, there were so many that people called
Rhea.
in. And Fran.
And Fran.
I'll throw that in.
Hi, Rhea. Quick
Fran.
question for you. You have the most beautiful hair, and you're always posting about your blowout. I'm wondering what you do with your hair when you're sleeping. Like, sleeping in a light, top bun is what I've heard is good for it. Sleeping in braids, sleeping with it down. I can just, whenever I get a blowout, I can never seem to keep it overnight. It never looks good the next day. And yours always looks good. So I'm just wondering what you do to your hair to keep it healthy and strong overnight. Thanks. Love you.
She's going to say nothing. She's probably going to say she sleeps with it down. She doesn't give a fuck. She just wakes up. It looks good.
I do sleep with it down. Yeah. I don't like sleeping with my hair up because it gives me a headache. So I usually just sleep with my hair down. I'll put it in a loose twirled up bun at night if I'm just sitting on the couch. And then before I go into bed, I just unclip it and I'll just go to bed with it, however it falls. That's it. I know people think I'm keeping some, I'm just not.
No, I mean, you just have you just have super thick hair too, where when you sleep, it can stay in place. People with thinner hair, a la yours truly, if you get it just messes up your hair. I'll sleep with my hair in a loose bun on the top of my head sometimes.
Yeah, that's my go-to.
Done,
I'll keep it on before I go to bed, and then I'll unclip it.
But very loose, where I wake up in the morning, it's completely undone.
For my natural hair, I'll put it in a braid before I go to sleep. That's how I do my natural hair. And then, people have they'll say to me I don't get it. Your hair was horrible a couple of years ago. And I'm like, but if you look at my hair before it was at its horrible point, it was similar to this. Right. My hair was very healthy and thick and long before I ruined it. It's not like this hair came out of nowhere. My hair was like this previously.
Yeah. And it's also
and
just
then
hair
I damaged it. And then it became undamaged.
Yeah, it's just hair 101. You fried it.
So maybe people who have not been following me for as long think, oh my God, her hair turned out like this out of nowhere. My hair was like this my entire life, and then I damaged it.
I'm actually gonna start a rumor that you got a full head transplant.
And I'm just wearing extensions and fooling everybody. No, it's just, I think that's what happens sometimes. It's when people will ask me things about
I'm gonna start a series where I sneak up to you and I pull your hair.
Try to rip my hair out.
And try and rip your hair out.
Please don't do that. But people will say these things and I'm like, I forget that people have not been following me for the past 8 years.
Yeah.
And that maybe they only started following 2 or 3 years ago and they don't know what I looked like before, So I'm like, if you just...
I mean, when you started at Barstool, you had really, really blonde hair.
Yeah, my hair was really blonde.
So it was just totally different. I mean...
Before that, my hair was my whole life very thick and long.
Yeah.
And I just damaged it, and I
you just had to bring it back.
It came back around eventually.
Yep. I'm in the home stretch, guys. Wedding planning is taking over my life, and with Zola, you can plan your entire wedding in one convenient place. From the day you get engaged and search for the venue, to the day you send out your save the dates, make your registry, and even taste your cake, Zola has literally everything you need to make the whole process super easy and actually enjoyable. There's even a 5-star app that helps you plan on the go or on your couch. Zola is the first and only stop you need to make on your wedding planning journey. They've thought of everything you'll need and have built every tool to get you to I do, including customized checklists to get you moving, keep you on track, and prepare you for what's next. Zola gives you expert guidance plus unparalleled support. Their wedding pros are on call to walk couples from question to answer anytime. They have tons of unique features and personalized recommendations based on a couple's preference. Every Zola wedding is as unique as the couple planning it. So start planning at Zola.com. That's ZOLA.com.
Moving on.
Hi, Rhea. I just wanted to get your advice. So I know that you always talk about all of your fun experiences in elementary school and like middle and high school. So I'm an elementary guidance counselor, and it is like the toughest job ever. I'm constantly getting like hit and kicked by the kids. They're just so disrespectful, like talking back, all of these different things. And I just want to hear your opinion like on like schools and kids these days, because I know that like school was such a big part of your life and you talk about it so much on the show. So I just really want to hear like your thoughts on public education and school like today. So
it's just really hard.
I love you so much. I listen to you guys all the time, and I can't wait to hear your response. Love you.
Very sweet.
It's hard to comment because I don't really. Do you know like what public schools are like these days?
I have some family members that are teachers, and I will say some of the stories that I've heard are horrible, and it's kind of similar to what you said. Like kids are reckless. They'll literally physically hurt the teacher. They'll scream at the teacher, and when the teacher tells the parents, side with the kids, and they say it's the teacher's fault, and it's just fucking reckless. It's reckless these days. I don't know how kids get away with half the shit that they get away with now. Would have never fucking flown in my... I couldn't even... having my phone out in school was like I murdered somebody. So I don't know how people get away with this. But yeah, it's hard to comment on because we're not directly in the schools. But from the stories I've heard, it's disgusting. And I feel so awful for teachers, guidance counselors, anybody who works in a school that has to deal with this nonsense, because it doesn't seem like it's getting better, and it seems like it's only getting worse, and there's not a lot of discipline happening, it seems. That's my opinion. And thank you to all the people calling in who leave nice messages and say that they love us and listen to the show. We appreciate it and love you guys as well. Let's go to the next one.
Guys, love the pod. Been listening forever. You guys are the best. So here's my question. If you are into someone or a trait about someone who is like a handyman, like they know how to fix things, you can lean on them to do that type of stuff, should that be a non-negotiable when looking for a partner? Or is that kind of like superficial type deal? Can't figure out, like if you meet someone and they're super nice and they're great, but then they're not the most handy person, do you just kick them to the curb, or is that rude? Trying to figure out where's that line of settling for what you want or accepting them for who they are. Help me out here.
So I feel like this is a personal preference. Now,
right.
if you're tight,
it's not a deal breaker for me, but maybe it's a deal breaker for her.
Right. And you started off by saying you're into somebody who's a handyman and can do that sort of thing. So it sounds like that is something that's important to you. If you have to ask yourself, say you meet a really nice guy, you love everything about him, he checks all the boxes besides this one thing. Is this the one thing that you're going to cause a fight about later on?
Right.
Like, are you going to
let go of someone just because he can like hang a picture
right
frame?
and say a TV needs to get hung, and all of a sudden you start a fight. You can't even hang a TV.
Yeah.
Is that going to be something you fight about in the future?
Right.
That's a personal preference.
And everything else is good. Yeah.
Right.
It would be like if I was like, oh, you can't cook? Well...
Right.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, it's like, how much does that mean to you? Because there could be a guy out there for you that is so perfect for you, and maybe he can learn to be handy. you know?
Yeah, because I mean, it definitely is more of a superficial thing. I will say, like, it's
It
just
definitely is.
it's like that's,
right. If he's a really great guy, really stand-up guy, gentleman, and does all the things,
right?
But oh my God, he's just a little clumsy and maybe not so handy,
right?
Yeah, I don't think that's a deal breaker.
It sounds like more like maybe she's just more like sexually turned on by somebody that can be a little
change
handy.
his tire for me.
And
yeah, but that's what
I will say. Sexual chemistry is extremely important.
Yeah.
So if you feel like that's not going to be the case.
Yeah.
Is there a correlation between being a handyman and sexual chemistry?
No, it's
more
her
about
own
what she's
sexual
attracted
preference.
to.
If watching him do something, fix something, fix the plumbing in the kitchen sink is going to turn her on.
That revs her engine.
But if watching a guy try and do that and failing terribly,
that's an ick.
Like is a giant, like she's like, ugh.
Right.
Like,
that turns her off for ages.
Yeah. Let's do one more.
Yes.
Hi, Ria and Fran. This is Jen. I have a really important question for you guys. It's been an ongoing debate with my friend group. So when you're wearing a sweatshirt, like a hooded sweatshirt, do you have a t-shirt on underneath it? Like, no specific day, just like you decided you're wearing a sweatshirt. Are you putting a t-shirt on underneath, or are you just going to wear like a bra underneath? I'm dying to know your opinion. Thanks, guys. I love you so, so much.
Love you, Jen.
Love you, Jen.
It depends on the season for me. Because the winter, I will wear a sweatshirt, no shirt, just bra underneath. When it starts to get a little bit warmer, I'll do, like, the sweatshirt then kind of becomes my jacket.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'll put on, like, a tank top. Or, I have a tank top on right now. Because it's, like, kind of nice out today. But if it was February and it was 40 degrees and I was wearing a sweatshirt and I also was wearing a big winter jacket, I'm not wearing anything under my sweatshirt because I know I'm not taking my sweatshirt off.
I'm always wearing something under my sweatshirt.
Always.
A hoodie. Crew neck could be worn as like a shirt to me. I'm always wearing something under my sweatshirt. Whether it be a tank top, no bra.
Yeah.
Just I always feel like I have to have something underneath my sweatshirt.
Yeah, it's a case by case basis for me. I will it really depends on the weather.
Because I'm always thinking what if I have to take this sweatshirt off?
Right.
What if?
When it's cold out, I'm just always banking on I'm not taking the sweatshirt off.
Right. All right. That wraps up the voicemails. We'll keep these going week to week. I like them. I think it's a lot of fun.
It is fun.
And thank you for all the sweet messages you guys leave. I love being able to hear your voices, and it's like you guys are part of the podcast. So we'll keep this going. Thank you so much for calling in, and we will post another call in soon to get more voicemails. All right. Love you guys. Bye. All right, that wraps up today's episode of Chicks in the Office. Thank you so much for watching and listening. If you've made it to the end, God bless you. God bless you, and God bless America, because, we didn't know where this podcast episode was going. So if you're still with us, we love you. We appreciate you. Stay tuned for the next one. Don't get discouraged. We'll be back around. Love you guys. We'll talk to you on Friday.